He seems to have trouble remembering who helped him become a true global star. To be clear, I have nothing but respect for Canelo. Alvarez as a fighter, his record and abilities speak for themselves. But he has spent much of the last 2 months insulting me rather than promoting this fight. So I'll make it a little bit easier for him. Yes, I have faced a lot of challenges in my life. Yes, I've been to rehab several times. Yes, there were some really low points in my life, and yes, there were times that work was not my priority based on my mental health, which I had neglected for so long. But that doesn't change the fact that Golden Boy built Canelo Alvarez, period. The company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some respect on it.
Damn.
As for Jaime, he has always dared to be great, just as he's this Saturday night.
Don't talk to me like
and
that.
this serves as a bit of a full circle for him. Remember when Jaime was 21 years old, volunteered to step in against Triple G, and Canelo failed 2 drug tests? Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream, 2018, on Saturday night, he will do just that. Fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Tienen que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón. Tú lo escribes. ¿Qué lo escribes, pendejo? Tú no escribes nada, cabrón. Tú no haces nada. Tú no haces nada.
Bro, he's right, though.
Pendejo, eso es lo que eres.
Why you gotta read it?
Eres un pendejo, cabrón, porque estás nomás ahí. Los que hacen todos son los que están detrás de ti. Tú eres un pendejo nomás con la imagen, idiota.
Damn.
Damn.
Muchas gracias.
They're going hard on it. Let's pause it fast on this one.
Muchas gracias.
They going hella hard on his ass, but hey, but what? Why the beef though? Like the freaking manager, like right now, bro. If you search online, Canelo fight,
He's talking shit.
versus, and it says literally De La Hoya. Everything you find is them having beef. That's literally the promotional fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was right. Why does he have to read it off of a piece of paper? Like,
Well, that's what everybody was talking
you don't
shit.
remember your shit talking? Come on.
Bro, he's on some Drake shit.
But
He's a
but
ghostwriter.
hey, but at the same time though, like it's kind of like who the hell's that guy fighting anyway?
Is
Nobody-
he fighting? I don't think he's fighting, is he?
He's not.
fighting the other guy, the little guy on
See
the
the
left
little
side
guy
of
on
the
the
screen.
left?
Oh, he's little homie?
But that's what I'm saying. The fight that's the promoter of the fight.
Yeah.
De La Hoya is Oscar De La Hoya is the promoter, and the promoter has beef with Canelo. It's like who?
That's because Canelo was talking shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but the funny thing is nobody even talks about the guy that's actually fighting him.
They barely bring him up. Yeah.
That guy's just sitting there in the chair, just like, bro, leave me out of this.
Literally, he's just sitting there smirking like, "Hey." That guy looks really young too, bro.
He does.
How old is that
Do
guy?
we know
Let's
who
see.
he is?
I don't even know. I think his name is Jaime something.
Jaime.
Hold on, I'm searching Oscar
The guy
De La
who
Hoya.
he's fighting, Canelo versus.
Is this the name right here?
He's doing research. He's
Nah,
researching.
That's the
Sorry,
old
guys,
one, I
we're
think.
researching. Okay. Oh, that's not it, huh?
That's the old one, yeah. Just put Canelo versus Jaime. I don't know what his last name is. There it is.
Versus
Jaime,
Jamie.
Jaime Mungia or something.
Okay. All right. So is there a fight card on this?
There should be.
All right, let's see. Is that what they call it?
That's like the picture of them two and the announcement or whatever.
What the hell's going on? Yeah, I don't know the stats, but they're saying that this guy could actually probably beat him. They're saying he's a pretty good fit.
Nobody can beat Canelo.
Jake Paul
You know?
can. Jake Paul tried to fade him. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, Jake Paul tried to call him out hella times.
Okay, but
Canelo doesn't entertain it. He's like, that's funny, but like
that's like me trying to rap battle 50 Cent. It doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, I don't see
Canelo's a
nothing with
beast,
it.
so
So what do you guys think about that? How much validity is there to the thing or to the fact that Canelo is saying that this guy's robbing all the boxers and stuff?
Define validity.
Validity? How much? How true is that?
Oh, okay.
Validity.
I'm not from here. I don't know that kind of
How
word.
valid is it?
Oh,
I don't know if I made that word up or not, but did I make it up?
That's a real word.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
okay. He was born here, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say? Oh, he's dying.
Oh, my bad. So Canelo's claiming that this guy was robbing him the whole time, and he had to get his lawyers involved in order to catch him on stealing money from him because he used to be his manager. Mm-hmm. And Canelo came up with him as his promoter or whatever because Oscar De La Hoya was a big time boxer. He's got some good record.
Oh yeah,
I think it's like 36 and like 39 and 6, something like that, with like 30 knockouts or something. Like, is there 30 knockouts? Some crazy.
I don't
number.
know his record, but I literally grew up watching his fights. Like he was a G when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And then he got into the promotions, and that's what it is. Golden Boy Promotions is his brand. But he was the manager and the promoter, so he's probably getting a pretty good chunk of the money. There's probably some validity to that.
Validity.
And basically, Canelo was telling them the whole time, like, hey, you better get a lawyer to check this guy because this guy could be stealing from you.
Damn.
I mean, if it's out there like that, I'm sure somebody would have fact checked them. No.
Well, I mean, how could they possibly fact check him? Because you'd have to, like, some other guy made a point saying, hey, the fact that, you know, Canelo's speaking on this, it's not that he's talking shit. He's just telling the other guy, hey, get a lawyer and make sure. It's almost like a review in a way of his experience with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, but Canelo's kind of attacking them on, like, you're a drug addict, you're this, you're that. And this was like, yeah, bro, I had my struggles. I went to rehab and shit. Like,
Yeah, but why do you have to read it off a piece of paper? You sound like a preacher reading a sermon or something.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
He was talking shit. It's like, why you got to read it off the paper?
Yeah, I mean,
That's all funny.
I don't know.
That shit was golden, bro.
Hey, have you heard Canelo talk shit on like in English?
Yeah, I did. The last one, the little thing I
It's
gave you.
the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He has a thick
gotta-
accent, huh?
Bro, we gotta pull it up. It's like Mariano talking shit.
Yeah, man.
We gotta see it.
Yeah, I saw that meme where he's telling them, like,
Bro.
they're asking about it.
It's hella funny.
Where is it at?
He's a piece of chat.
Yeah, pizza chat. And then
No, he
what
said
he say?
some weird, worse stuff. Where's it at?
You know how like the first word that you would learn is like the worst
Curse
ones,
words,
like
yeah.
the F words and like that kind of stuff.
Hold on,
That's
let me-
basically
let
what
me
he just says
airdrop
over
it.
and over again.
Let
That
me
shit is
airdrop it because I
hilarious.
have it. It's on my phone here.
Yeah, but I don't know. This was pretty good.
Canelo's a beast. He's an OG.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really know much about him until I saw his little bob and weave thing. He was like really good at,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, like dodging and stuff. That was, it almost seemed like damn near like a superpower. Just you
Bro,
know?
that's the only reason why Mayweather ain't lost no fights yet. If you ask
Didn't
me,
he fight Mayweather?
I think so. I feel like I remember something about that.
Hmm.
But that's what Mayweather is like. That's the only reason why he ain't lost, bro, because he just doesn't get hit. He's hella good at not getting hit.
Yeah, because he freaking runs away like a little
Yeah.
rat.
Yeah.
He's the whole time. That shit's so boring, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I watched the Mayweather fight. Hella boring. Mm-hmm. If you don't get any knockouts, like what's his record? Like he got like 2 knockouts ever
I don't even know the record.
out
either.
of like however many fights, like damn near 60 fights or however many.
Yeah.
This bro, that's a boring ass fighter.
Damn
I don't
near.
want to see that.
I know. It's.
I wanna see
decision.
Mike
Yeah, he got no
Tyson.
knocks.
He got like a couple, but like damn near nothing. I don't remember what it
All
was.
I got the video.
Oh, he's talking
Hold
shit.
on.
Okay, let's see.
Let me put it on the big screen. This is actually pretty freaking funny.
Oh, this is from his angle.
And I don't want to permit that. If he come closer, I fuck him. He's a fucking asshole. And he tried to steal money for the fighters. I have proofs. He tried to steal my money from me, from Golovkin, everything. But you know, he's a fucking asshole. I'm gonna fuck him, motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
I don't think there's much more to say than that.
This was out of pocket, bro.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He said he's got proof.
Well, we'll see what the proof is, but I mean, so what about the? Because somebody brought up something like, "Hey, what if this was robbing Ryan too?" Because Ryan Garcia, he's actually managed or promoted by
Golden Boys, but
Golden
Oscar.
Boy Oscar La
And
Hoya.
they have funk too. I don't know what over, but they got funk too.
It didn't seem like it on the last fight.
Bro, they barely shook hands and shit. It was hella awkward.
Yeah, well, I
During the
guess
press
that
conference.
he had a podcast he did. He didn't say too much good stuff about him either.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he just needs him because
He's
this was a
still-
good promoter.
He's still technically like his boss or whatever in some way, shape, or form. So he probably doesn't want to clown on him too hard. But at the same time, they've been known to have problems.
Do you know over what? Or
I don't even know over
could
what.
it be over like some kind of deals? Obviously, it's got to be a deal or something that they didn't like.
Probably.
What else could you argue over?
Maybe Ryan's lifestyle, you know, he be partying and shit.
And he wants to make sure he wins. You guys heard about what happened with Ryan?
The PEDs, man.
With Ryan Garcia?
What is that?
Performance enhancing drugs, whatever. They said he had something in his system. I forgot what the name is, but it's
No
something-
wonder he never got tired.
I mean, and he was 3 pounds overweight. Like, I don't know if there's too much truth to that. Because why would they let the fight happen? That's what I've been hearing a lot of people say, and even Ryan came out and said, bro, if they tested me before the fight and they seen that I had something in there, why would they let us fight?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
Yeah,
I mean-
the guy who got whooped,
Haney.
he got whooped. He came out. and was
Haney?
like-
He whooped
He's
his
like,
Haney?
oh, look, you see what he did? He disrespected the sport. He did that. He needs to apologize to his fans. All that bullshit.
He's just mad because
He's
ass
mad,
beat.
bro. I mean, come on. He manhandled the shit out of him though. Like,
He did whoop his ass.
and this
yeah.
fool was saying like, bro, because supposedly like, well, he brought up the point like, if I was on drugs, you guys drug tested me the day before and the day of, and supposedly there's some kind of thing that said about 9 days prior is when they figured that might have entered the system. Why he's like, if I'm taking steroids, why would I take them 9 days before the fight when I could just take them all along to beef up and get strong as shit?
Yeah, exactly.
So, interesting thing. But here's what Ryan is thinking, that they're trying to target him because as soon as he did that video in front of Trump, they're saying that that's when they came out with this stuff and they're trying to like take the fight from him because he was on drugs.
Are you talking about that cringy ass thing where he's just like,
Yeah, but he came out
Shadow
publicly
boxing?
endorsing Trump though.
He did. He said Trump 2024.
I love Trump and all, but that fool is like cringy as hell. Like, come on, bro. He's just like shadow boxing. Okay, calm down.
Yeah,
he does
well,
a lot of cringy things. He's kind of annoying.
but he
to
is
me.
a freaking good ass promoter though. You got to say it.
I
he's a
guess.
kid,
And he's a
too.
straight troll. He be trolling. He's damn near like a baby McGregor.
Nah, he's not even close.
What
to
do you
him.
mean? McGregor be doing hella
was a
shit, too.
different. He was a different beast.
Except McGregor was violent, but
Yeah, and he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
McGregor's accent was wild.
Yeah.
Nah, that's different. This I don't know. Like he's a good fighter, obviously, but I don't know. For some reason, he just annoys me. Some of
He's
the
a
stuff
kid,
that he
bro.
does.
He's from like the TikTok era. He's a young kid. How old is
He's
he?
25, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Come on.
He's a little too. And then some of the things that I heard, like this fool he got baby mama, then he got girlfriend, then he got another
I don't
girlfriend.
think he
and
got
it's
a
like-
baby mom, does he? Oh, he does.
He does.
He divorced his wife. What the
Yeah.
day after she had their son or something?
Yeah.
Seriously?
So to me, I lost a lot of respect when I hear that. Like, what kind of man are you? You're just gonna leave your wife like that, and then you got 2 girlfriends, one here, one there, buying them all kinds of shit and stuff like.
Man, these fools are wild. That's the reason why I'm also struggling with him trying to promote Christianity and this and that, because you're not really showing a good example for.
Bro, that's
Like,
what pisses me off the
You're
most.
putting the name of Jesus out or whatever, which is fine, but at the end of the day, you're supposed to kind of walk a little bit more like a Christian. It's kind of like Kanye. You guys heard what
Yeah,
Kanye's doing?
exactly the same.
Kanye came out, he's Christian, King Jesus, this,
Man, an
that. One of his songs says that the Christians are going to be the first ones to criticize you, which a lot of them did, but there's merit to it. And now he's talking about how he got together with Stormy Daniels' ex-husband to create a pornography website at Yeezy
Yeah.
something, like Yeezy whatever. So it's like, bro, what kind of Christian does that? That's
See,
not
this is
Christian.
why, to me, any artist or like a public figure comes out as Christian or whatever, you wait a little bit and then they end up doing this kind of shit. Don't give yourself the title. Nobody forced you to give yourself the title. And now you're just promoting yourself as a Christian, but the fruit is not showing. Everything that you're doing is the exact opposite. Why even go out there and say you're a Christian? Now you're getting all the Christians on your ass because you're obviously doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. You
Yeah,
know,
that's wild,
Like, just shut up. Nobody even told you to say anything about it. And then he's like, yeah, Jesus this, Jesus that, and then he's over there kicking it with hoes and doing all kinds of stuff. Like, come on, bro.
That's his wife. The one that he be walking around with half naked. That is his wife. But
I'm not talking about Kanye. I'm talking about Ryan.
but
Even Kanye, you're over here, Jesus
But
this,
then
Jesus that,
again,
and
like-
then you make actually supposedly from what I heard is that he makes his girlfriend or whatever that is.
Oh, yeah.
Wear that kind of stuff, like
That's a little sus.
deliberately. Like,
It's kind
you
of-
need to wear this.
Bro,
Come on, bro.
Here's my issue.
Yeah, he
You're
bro.
controls
mentally
her.
ill.
He
at that
controls
point.
her for sure.
Here's
bro.
my issue with things like that and people who are like too perverted and sexually and things like
Yeah.
that. Those are the people who start to become the pedos and shit because they run out of things to satisfy their cravings, and they start dipping in other things. That's why you see so many rich people go from being a normal person, then he wants this, he wants that, all these little fantasies, and now all of a sudden those baby fantasies don't suffice no more, and they need to go into crazier and crazier, and they go on islands, and then they go to Diddy parties, and you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, people, it's just wild.
Yeah.
But you gonna make your wife walk around in public butt naked? Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Don't be talking
What
to
is
me
that,
about
Kanye?
Christianity. You freaking piece of shit.
Hey, but Kanye must be having a good time right now with all the freaking baby Palestinians talking shit about Jews. Didn't he hate Jews?
He didn't hate Jews, bro. He stated some facts. If you look into it, what he was actually talking about, he's right. Most of like the industry is ran by
The Jews.
and it's funded by the Jews and the Jewish bankings and that kind of stuff.
They be running shit.
So
They do. They run Hollywood, bro.
it's the way he said it, and because he shed a little bit of light on it, all the people are like tripping.
Yeah,
And it's funny how they were tripping. You're freaking anti-Semitic, and then now all of a sudden the whole Palestine whatever thing is coming out, and now they flipped. Oh, I stand with Palestine.
So now everybody's back.
Screw the
so everybody
Jews.
stands with what's his name? With Kanye now.
Yeah, but not directly. They're still mad about
So now
that.
Adidas, if you want your if you want to stand with the trend, you got to get back with Kanye. He was the anti-Semitic, and that sounds like the trend is to be anti-Semic now.
Exactly. Until
We'll
they
get back
flip
to
back.
the conversation about that in a minute, but
All right, we'll come back.
back to about the fight though. Like, what you guys think? You guys seen the fight or the highlights at least?
Yeah.
Well, the Ryan Garcia
Yeah,
with the
don't you? Because one thing, a lot of people are saying that the ref was crooked, and actually he should have stopped the fight, but he gave that fool
was.
too much
I
time.
agree.
If you notice, because when the boxing thing goes on, they're supposed to let him whoop you, whatever, you know. Mm-hmm. That fool gets knocked out. The fool pushes him back, walks him all the way back in like a corner or whatever to give him more time. He almost seems like he's trying to buy time for that fool Haney. Then he gets up and bro, he knocked him down like 3-4 times.
Yeah, I agree. And that one time when he was like hanging on to him, he was damn near like knocked out, but he's hanging on.
Oh,
and
yeah, for
Ryan
hecka
was
long.
like, "Hey, bro, what you gonna like? What are you doing? You know?"
Yeah.
And then he was just like, kind of just waiting around. What kind of ref are you? It seemed like it was kind of like he was leaning towards
Yeah.
Piney.
So okay, let's.
What do you
let's
think,
say-
Scott?
There's a lot of money on that fight, and Ryan was the underdog, bro. If
Yeah.
you put money on Ryan, you got paid 8-1 of your money. So there's a lot of big interest people who wanted Haney to win.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean,
Hey.
it wouldn't be the first time that the refs or somebody was
They try
trying
to
to
ma-
pad
yeah.
the fight. or-
Because they almost had a tie. The one ref came out and gave him exact same points as if they tied.
He
Did you
whooped him.
did you hear? I don't know if it's true. But supposedly Ryan bet on himself,
Oh, I did hear.
Yeah.
I
and
did- I can't
supposedly
believe
he
that's
made
not
like
legal.
I don't know, like
He
what,
put
like
$2 million and he ended up getting $12 million back.
12? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, bet on
hey, that-
yourself. You got to bet on yourself.
But I mean,
I'm
that
a
makes
bet
total
myself.
sense. If I'm a boxer, I'm allowed to. I guess that I think the Nevada law or whatever
Yeah.
says they can bet on themselves. That
Why
makes
not?
total sense. Like, I'm gonna bet on myself, and then guess what? I'm gonna fight even harder.
Bro, imagine how confident he was that he was gonna whoop his ass. That he put $2 million on the line.
Bro, this fool trolled the shit out of him. You saw he was dancing with him and making fun of him in his face at the end of the fight. You didn't see that?
Nah.
That's just wild. Yeah, I'll put a clip on it so you guys see it
He's a
later.
good fighter. He's annoying as shit outside of the ring, but yeah, he's a good fighter.
So let's say hypothetically that he was on steroids. You think that actually would have moved things?
He needs to get some better ones because this noodle arm, come on, bro. Get some bigger steroids.
Who are you talking about?
Ryan Garcia, if you're on steroids and you're just, he's still like what, like 160?
You can't
He was
beat up too
143.
much,
He was
though.
143 when he weighed in.
Which
Oh,
he was
okay.
3
So
pounds
even-
overweight, right?
3 pounds, but come on, 3 pounds is not that much. He forgot to take a shit that day.
For real.
Straight up, like.
Yeah, I've taken 3 pound shits before. Nah, man.
But
you
how much
can't-
would it have changed if he was on steroids? Let's say, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know the thing, the meme.
Yes, tell me.
Let me tell you something. We all heard about people talk shit how you see these juice heads at the gym,
Yeah.
hella buff, and then they get knocked out by a skinny little fool.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you hands, and I don't think it gives you speed.
No.
I don't know if it gives you any stamina, but it didn't seem like he had no crazy stamina anyway.
No.
Nah, he was tired too.
No, it's actually the opposite. The more muscle you have, the more tired you get, because it takes more oxygen to go to your bloodstream and to your muscles to make them work. So a lot of the time, you'll see a skinny dude will outlast somebody that's buff. You know?
Yeah, when it comes to boxing, bro, that probably has a lot to do with the stamina. Because you see the old ass, not the old ass, but the heavy ass fighters like Butterbean. That fool could barely move, but
They
he'll
get
knock
tired,
the
yeah.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Butterbean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Butterbean
That
was
fool was
OG.
a thug. with
He's
his
a white
fat
Kimbo.
ass.
He's like the Larry Bird of boxing.
He was as big as hell, but
He
was
was
a
he was
beast.
rocking people.
Yeah. I don't know. I think even if he was doing steroids, it had to be some mild shit, like you said, because you can't bulk up, bro. You'll get out of your weight class.
Yeah.
So
you guys
Plus,
didn't see
you
all
would-
the,
you would
the
notice
tweets
it.
that fool put up though.
he's been trolling, bro, hard.
Who, Ryan?
Yeah, he was like, "I'm on them roids" or some shit. What did he say?
Oh yeah, he is. He was trolling them.
Yo, it's even funnier than that, bro. You got to see this. Let me see on him. Where's
Was that
that?
6'9"?
Let's put the.
That's Gervonta. Gervonta Davis.
He scrolled.
he-
he scrolled by a little.
Where did you see?
That's
I thought it was
Gervonta.
6'9",
Gervonta
bro.
came out.
Oh, that's the other one that like beat him last time.
Yeah.
And I think he's giving him credit because this guy actually defended him.
Yeah.
He defended him. He said that this fools are just trying to strip him of the thing and they're lying. They're trying to target him. But look at this picture alone, says it. I actually posted a picture, this picture on my Instagram, the one that they're holding him back. That is a pretty.
That's a dope ass picture.
I think there's a picture of a comparison of side by
Bro.
side almost with Muhammad Ali. No,
Damn.
Bro, don't even say Muhammad Ali next to his name. Go back up.
what do you
Go
mean, bro?
back
This fool got hella
Posterize him.
wins, cuz.
Go back up. Look, this is the cringiest thing. Look at the title of what he posted.
What?
Fear the King. That shit's hella
He
gay.
called himself King Ryan.
I
that's
know,
why.
but
You
that
gotta
to
have
me
a
is
little
so gay.
gimmick. You gotta have a little gimmick. Go back up one more time though, bro.
Where?
Haney deserved to lose wearing them sock shoes, bro. Into the ring like that, bro. What the fuck is
He wore the
that,
Yeezy pods. No wonder why this fool keep falling, bro.
bro? They
What
look
the
like a
hell?
grandma knitted those before the fight, man.
Bro, but who the hell that you can't move in sock shoes?
He
Bro,
deserved to lose.
No wonder why you keep eating shit, bro. I damn near felt bad. I was feeling bad about for him the whole fight. To be honest with you,
I didn't feel bad for
Look
him
at that,
all.
He
look
was
at that.
getting whooped on. Yeah.
look, he's like,
Whoop his ass. He's like, hold on, my sock shoes.
yo, this is wild, bro.
At least he doesn't have to tie his shoes.
For real.
That
huh?
was clowning. Where's the damn tweets? Let me go to the bottom. There's too many already. I can't. I don't know if I get to it. Too many tweets, but anyway, this fool was trolling.
This
hella
fool
bad.
needs to stay off of Twitter. There's way too many things.
Hey, but think about this. He was damn near the only one promoting the fight.
Yeah, I guess. But
Anyway, too many tweets. I don't know.
He got way more money than Haney.
Damn, 50 million and 35 million. No matter what, I'll get whooped with my grandma's sock shoes on for 35 millies.
That's real. That's real.
I wouldn't wear
I
grandma
don't even know why
socks.
this was talking shit. You got 35 million.
Because it messed up his record. He now has one loss on there, but
And it raised my bank account.
that's real. But this is your career. You want some people won't even take the fight, bro. If they feel like, nah, he lost to Ryan. I beat Ryan back in the day. Like they will not fight you.
Oh, because they're
Yeah.
like, you a sucker. You like lost to the freaking fool.
You can't move up.
You
if
lost to
got
the troll
whooped.
at the end of the day. And this fool was clowning. He didn't take it serious. He was just doing the most. And then
He tried to say the whole shit was promo, though. He tried to say he was lying, that he wasn't partying like that, that he was just
Yeah, he did say
saying
that.
that. Bro, this whole thing was damn near.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
It was a good show.
He basically, supposedly, I don't know if it's like real or whatever, but supposedly the whole thing was, it was just a hustle.
His
Like,
dad said that too, yeah. That he was just faking. Supposedly he acted like he drank a beer during
yeah.
the weigh-ins or whatever.
Yeah.
His dad was like, that was just apple juice, bro.
Yeah,
just a scam.
so either he's like stupid cringy or he's just a shitty actor because it seemed off. He's like, you know, I was like, bro,
Hey,
what
but
the
look,
hell?
bro, at the end of the day, the only reason why we watched this fight we're talking about is because of him. I never even knew about this
Yeah.
fool because I'm not that big on boxing.
I didn't know either.
I didn't know
Yeah.
this guy at all. I knew him.
I never heard of no Haney
Yeah.
with the knitted socks, man.
Yeah, hell no. So, anyway, at the end of the day, bro, he did the job. The job was to promote the thing.
Hey,
Sounds
but
like
how
they're trying to
annoying
take-
is it that that's how you have to get promotion, and you have to just act like a fool. You throw a
Because
fit.
nobody
You
wants
act like
to
a
see you
little
if you're
child.
nice and quiet. Nobody cares about the nice guy.
I know, but that's like so annoying because you just see a bunch of these freaking assholes running around with their knitted socks to get attention instead of, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, it was like, oh, it's freaking Tyson's versus this fool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people actually cared
They
about
wanted
shit.
to
There's
see
too
the
much.
actual fight. Now it's like, oh, they're talking shit on Twitter. I really want to see who's gonna whoop whose ass based on just the shit talking.
Yeah,
not
bro,
anything
but
else.
like if you really think about it nowadays, the only way you get attention is by being crazy and out of the norm.
Yeah, isn't that
Think
sad?
about this when it comes to even politics. 10 years ago, nobody gave a shit about politics. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew what law was going on because of Trump and all the drama with Trump and like oh, he's crazy and he's doing that promotion thing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows politics and knows Trump now.
Yeah,
Controversy sells, bro.
Hey, Trump did come up based on the what was the little debates. He was
All of
just
that.
talking shit to everybody. That's
And
why.
Trump came up off of Twitter also, bro, with his crazy ass
That's
tweets
true.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, I mean, what's the funnest thing to watch in politics is freaking Trump talking shit highlights. It's my favorite shit to watch.
That is
I
my
love it,
favorite.
bro.
I miss him as the president, bro.
He still be posting and like he'll post highlight reels of Joe Biden falling and shit.
Yeah, who does
Him
that, bro?
walking
Come
up to
on.
the retirement home and shit.
Our president does that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, bro. Like, you guys remember when this fool was on stage with this guy and he was saying, "Oh, Trump will talk shit about people and he attacks people on their looks," and then he said, "Trust me, there's plenty of subject matter there. I could be attacking him, but I'm not." Like, almost like what he say? There's enough to talk about. Like, he's ugly as hell or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And that fool was hella ugly.
Yeah.
He's orange as hell, but he's a G.
No, he definitely
Trump
a
is the
G.
one.
That's the only thing that bugging me right now. They're all targeting him on some crazy shit, and it sounds like it's kind of boo boo, you know?
It's a witch hunt. It's a textbook
I
witch
damn
hunt.
near like tuned it all out, man. Because for the last like damn near almost 8 years now,
Yeah.
it's just nonsense after nonsense. I don't even. It's exhausting every time I see a new thing. Oh, they're charging Trump for some shit. I'm like, bro, just leave me alone with this. I don't even want to see it anymore. We all know it's fake. It's just a bunch of like witch hunts.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't mean
right now
anything.
he's actually on trial, and they pushed this trial to go in. They want to push this trial to go in fast before the election.
Of course they do.
Because they have some polls that show that if he's convicted, some people are like, "Oh, well, we might not vote for him because he's convicted." But
Yeah, my ass.
but it seems like all the polls they did, and in fact, CNN did a poll, which you would have to assume that anyone who CNN polled must
obviously
have been
fake.
probably more left-handed or left whatever. And the polls showed Trump crazy higher
My boy.
than Biden. Again, they also did a poll, and apparently most people from CNN poll say that they were better and the economy was better under Trump than Biden. And that's their own crowd. If you're gonna poll your own crowd, you might try to think you're getting some favors or whatever.
They
So,
normally do. They do.
yeah, so apparently that did it. Every time he gets convicted with the new crime, they actually had a graph that they were showing. Every time he had a new crime or new thing they hit him with, the graph for his approval ratings kept going up. So it's starting
Because
to
everybody
backfire.
knows it's a bunch of bullshit. So it's like watching somebody get bullied online. People are gonna get behind them like, "Hey, bro,
You root
no."
for the underdog, bro.
Right. So I don't know.
Here's a couple of problems with the Trump case that's going on right now in New York. Sounds like the judge has a daughter who's got some political ties with possibly Kamala Harris or some of the Democrat Party. The judge has actually donated to the Democrat Party a few times in the past. Sounds
should be
like
illegal.
sounds like
yeah,
the main.
that's conflict of interest
Well,
right there.
Trump said, "Hey, you guys, this Trump needs to get off the case because this is conflict of interest." Sounds like the prosecutor, who actually is not Bragg, because Bragg supposedly is just a rug they stepped on and that was their entryway. But the other prosecutors who are in there with them was actually someone who worked directly with the Biden campaign in the past. So
Wow.
it's all a bunch of Biden affiliated people that were in there. Everybody, like even the Letitia Beasy that tried to prosecute him for like the other crime, she was prosecuting him, but she banked and she was actually running on the fact that if y'all get me elected, I'm going to put Trump in jail. I'm going to charge him. I'm going to do all this and that, right? All that stuff too. Then they try to get the jury together. Well, there was a lot of conflict of interest with the jury. There was people who were on the jury who they actually allowed to be there. With somebody said, oh, they ended up finding out later, I guess, but they were saying, hey, somebody said they hate Trump or some shit. They seen that back in the day when he was first getting elected. People talking shit, things like a lot of conflict of interest with the jury that they found.
Yeah.
So they actually ended up throwing some people off the jury. But the question that most people are asking is, how likely is it that he can get a fair jury in New York? And even if it wasn't New York, bro, in the whole entire United States, how could you possibly get a fair jury to prosecute him? There's not one person that could say, I don't know him and I'm not biased. You either like him or you don't.
Exactly.
Here's the problem. If you like him, you're not going to prosecute him. And if there's actually a crime, well, then that's a problem, right? That should be a conflict of interest. If you don't like him, that should also be a crime. Or it should be a problem with putting them on the campaign, because now you're going to say he's guilty. Yeah. So there's not a way to have a fair trial or for somebody like that.
Yeah, the most popular person in the world. And you're going to find somebody that doesn't know anything about both parties and just like, oh, I'm neutral on this.
Bro, you never met a person and you told them something about Trump and they said, I don't know him, I don't have an opinion about him. You most likely got somebody who says, I love Trump or I hate him, he's racist, he's this and this and that. So how could you possibly have a jury, especially in New York, who's going to be like so neutral and unbiased?
They're going to put a bunch of blue-haired tweakers in there.
Yeah, you got blue hair, get out. Freaking
you got nose ring, get the hell out.
Get the hell out. You whiter than shit. Get out, because those are the white liberals.
Are you LGBT?
LGBT.
Get the hell out of here.
Out.
Get the hell out.
You feel me? Like,
Who else?
What else?
We got discriminated against everyone.
Not even, because nowadays, all the blacks and the browns are with Trump.
Yeah, because these dumbasses finally found out what's going to happen with them if they voted for that retard Joe. All of a sudden, I didn't know my gas was going to go up. I didn't know my taxes. I didn't know everything was going to go to shit.
Jesus now.
Yeah, it was too late.
It's never too late to come to Jesus.
All right, it's not too late. You can still vote.
You can still vote. Just do us all a favor and let's get this guy out of here. But that's
just
basically
admit that you sucked and you were wrong.
So now, any thoughts on that?
I think you're right. There's almost no way to find an unbiased jury because he's so polarizing.
Yeah.
And honest, they should just drop the charges, bro. We all know it's bullshit. Come on. Seriously. Or like, if you're going to play that, then charge Joe, charge his son, because they all have all kinds of dirt. It's funny how they let that shit slide.
Yeah.
But they're going after my boy.
Exactly. They hid the whole laptop thing with the bunch of stuff. They hid it. And they waited right until the election.
Bro, the only reason why this is going on is because they're saying that what he did was okay legally, but they put it on the wrong books technically. So then it could be a crime, but the statute of limitation expired for them to try him with that crime. And the only way they can actually charge him with the felony, because otherwise it would have been a misdemeanor, which the statute of limitation expired. The only way we can get you with the felony is if we could tie it to something bigger. So they're trying to tie it to say that the only reason why they did what they did, the little crime they did, is to hide, to commit some sort of election interference or fraud. And that's how they're trying to basically tie it into him to still have time on the statute of limitations. So right now, basically, even the defense is saying, yeah, we did that. That happened, whatever it is, what it is. But there has never been about hiding my from the election or whatever. I'm a celebrity. This happens. There's people that come against us with stupid stories, and we pay them off all the time to shut their mouth, whether it's true or not, because we have a big brand and we need to defend it. So sometimes we'll throw somebody some money to just shut up.
Yeah.
And they're trying to tie him to, something to the fact that he was trying to hide it for the election, some sort of election type of interference. And you brought up a good point. Why don't we go back then with the laptop thing, all the Biden stuff? And apparently Clinton did that when he got caught getting
with the
domed.
documents? Oh, yeah.
No. When he diddled that one woman.
When he was getting domesky. And then also his wife, right? Hillary Clinton apparently paid somebody a big sum of money for some things like that.
The Hillary emails, remember?
Bro.
This could be like a 15-hour podcast on these piece of dog shits.
Yeah.
We gotta move on.
Hey, but here's one more thing I wanted to bring up when it comes to that. Let me know what you guys think. They had put something on him they call a gag order. A gag order is
Sounds gay.
basically, it sounds gay, but basically a gag order is to make the defendant or whoever not be able to publicly discuss any of the details of the case. So they put that on Trump, and apparently, supposedly, he violated that 9 times, and they fined him just recently $9,000, $1,000 per charge. They said the next time, if appropriate, they could potentially throw him in jail for 30 days for it. So what the gag order does is it stops him from being able to speak publicly about the details of what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the problem. Everybody's talking shit and talking publicly about the details. In fact, one of the witnesses, Michael Cohen, who was his previous attorney, has a podcast that he talks hella shit about Trump and about the case on a podcast publicly, but Trump's not allowed to defend himself or say nothing. They have an order on him to shut up. So he's not even allowed to discuss the case.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's been like this for so long. It's one-sided.
It's bullshit. If everyone else can talk about it, then he should be able to. I know there's certain like cases, you know, like if you got a criminal trial, whatever, then you're not supposed to talk about the details because it could be used against you. But come on, bro. This is a witch hunt. This is some bullshit. And they probably just don't want him talking at all. They want people to kind of forget about him. Like, oh, that guy's in trouble. Like, get him out of people's minds because the election is around the corner, boy.
Yeah, well, here's the problem with them. Most of the time, the judges, and they can kind of feed what they want to the news, and they can create the narrative of what's happening in the newsroom or whatever's going on. Trump has a big-ass freaking megaphone. When he comes out, he can speak whatever's going on, and the whole world will listen and hear it. So they can't control the narrative no more. Why do you think they hate TikTok and the freaking... Bro, most of my news I see on TikTok, and then 3 days later I see it somewhere else. Like on the news channels.
Damn, that's why they're trying to shut down TikTok.
They can no longer control it, bro.
Because they know that all this news is going to be on TikTok. Everybody's get it. No one's going to watch CNN anymore.
All right, okay, where's the first time you saw Canelo talking shit?
TikTok.
There you go.
Yeah, TikTok.
How much shit do you see on, not just TikTok, but like Instagram Reels or whatever, social media?
A lot.
Everything that's relevant, I get from TikTok. Anything that's just like, you know, just entertaining, I go to YouTube.
Plus, we see hella freaking stories, personal stories. Like, there's a story about the, you know, now if you can want to get into the whole riots that have been going on or whatever, protests at the campuses.
Oh, a bunch
there's
of
a
those
story
Down
about
syndromes.
a Jew guy, you know, a student who they weren't letting them in to go to these classes. They were basically, these guys are saying no Jews on campus. So now there's a Jew rabbi who came out and said, hey, the universities are not safe for us. You guys need to chill out. Don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going on with that?
Yeah,
We've
we're
seen it
on the
internet.
Justice Warriors.
You think CNN or many other platforms would show that?
No, but if it was a black Muslim, they would be all over it.
Well, that because it fits the narrative,
Exactly.
you know. So,
Bro,
but
that's
even then,
racism.
bro.
That's racism right there. What do
No,
you
what-
mean? You on a college campus? You doing
But
that?
here's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
One thing that
Let me
bugs the
guess,
shit out of
UCLA?
me. Well, UCLA is one
Of course it is.
And then there's one that actually, I don't know if you guys seen it, but in New York, the Columbia School,
Yeah.
they took over the whole building and they barricaded in. The cops, the SWAT team, actually had to go in there and bust them out. They made over 100 arrests.
Can you believe that these piece of dog shits that go to these universities want us to pay for their college when they go and they do this type of shit?
For real.
Well, that's what people were saying. Like, hey, you guys want free? Is that what Joe Biden's doing? Paying your tuition? Free?
Yeah.
We pay for their shit?
How about I punch you in the back of the head for free?
I
Hell
would
yeah.
like that.
Piece
Yep.
of dog shit ass people.
They deserve it.
And they're
Fucking
so
dirtbags.
entitled, bro. They're piece of shits. They're entitled.
This whole podcast is just hella shit about them.
But for real though, like, how are you so entitled with? You guys got to see this video. This busy is definitely demanding food for free to be brought to them, and you're not gonna believe the demands they have. Watch, I'm gonna put a video for you guys. Real
Play
fast.
that.
Let's
shit.
watch it. Damn, I'm gonna have high blood pressure after this.
Watch this shit.
Why
What
should
are
the
Juan's
university
next steps?
be obligated to provide food to people who've taken over a building?
Seriously.
Well,
Look at that
first
fucking
of all,
weirdo
we're
in
saying
the
that
back.
they're obligated to provide food to students who pay for a meal plan here.
Dude.
But you mentioned that there was a requirement requested.
Okay, I need to pause this real quick, bro.
Hold
This
on, my
fool,
face is in the way.
look at his freaking belly button.
the
What?
fuck?
That fool will get smoked in Gaza and in Palestine.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
You're
like
getting
a straight
smoked.
alien.
What the hell? That's the type of people that are protesting, bro. Seriously,
Yeah, bro.
Why don't they go out there, go to freaking Palestine and see what the hell's going on,
Bro, these fools are retarded.
bro?
Oh
I
my
have our
God.
picture in the corner, so I didn't see his face. I thought it was a woman.
No, it's a freaking gay guy.
Mentally retarded. Look at them.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, go. We'll talk shit after.
Unless I misunderstood.
To allow it to be brought in, I mean, well, I guess it's ultimately a question of what kind of community and obligation Colombia feels it has to its students. Do you want students to die of dehydration and
Yes.
starvation, or
Yes,
get
we do.
severely ill, even if they disagree with you?
Yeah,
If the
dumbass,
answer is
nobody made
no,
you get
then
stuck on
you
the
should allow
university.
basic. I mean, it's crazy to say because we're on an Ivy League campus, but this is like basic humanitarian aid we're asking for.
You're
Like,
retarded,
Could
BZ.
people please
Go
have a
home.
glass of water?
You have Uber Eats, you
They put
retard.
themselves in that very deliberately in that situation and in that position. So it seems like you're sort of saying, we want to be revolutionaries, we want to take over this building. Now would you please bring us food and water?
Nobody's asking them to bring anything. We're asking them to not violently stop us from bringing in basic humanitarian aid.
They're stopping the delivery of food.
We are looking for a commitment from them that they will not stop it violently.
Well, what are they talking about? This doesn't sound like there's an issue.
I don't. I'm not. I
That
don't
fool's laughing,
know
the
to
gay
what
guy.
extent it has been attempted, but we're looking for a commitment.
So
There
there was
didn't
no
even-
problem.
They didn't
These
even try
guys
to
are-
bring food in.
They're complaining about something that hasn't even happened. They're just
They're saying they're stopping their humanitarian bullshit for bringing them food, but he's like,
Maybe,
has it been a
maybe.
problem? Well, no, but we're trying to make sure there's not. So what are you talking about?
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Maybe we're protesting that because they might do that. But did they? Well, no, but maybe they could, I guess. So what the hell are you bitching about?
This shit is crazy, bro. These people need to get a job.
Yeah, fools are wild, bro.
You
But
seen that one where they took down the American flag and hung a Palestine flag?
I did see that, bro. That's wild, bro.
That you should go to jail for that. You should get
damn near
arrested
should, bro.
for that.
Bro, the only time you'll grab somebody else's flag and take it down is when you conquered something, right?
Right.
So you're gonna take their flag down and you're gonna hang yours, right? So are you trying to say that Palestine came here and conquered our place?
Yep.
Are you trying to declare war or some shit, bro? Like,
What do you mean? Palestine's gonna take down the flag of a university and put the other one up? Like, what is going on here? And now I don't know if you guys seen, but now there's opposition. There's actually a group of I don't know what, but I heard in LA a group of what are they? Jews are coming up. Like not even people that go to school. They're like coming to fight and not oppose all of this and push it. And I don't know if you saw. There's a picture online now of a group of people who took down their other bullshit flags and started hanging a big ass American flag back.
Good.
And they're protecting and all that. Like, bro, like you're in America, bro. Elon Musk said that anyone who hangs up a flag of a different country or whatever, they should get a one-way ticket to that country and be stuck there and never come back.
They should take away their citizenship.
They should. You should get kicked
take
the
away
hell
the
out.
passport, the whole shit.
Yeah.
You burn a flag, any of that. That means you hate this country.
Yep.
And we don't want nobody here who don't like this country. You are free to go. It is a free country. You're free to go.
Yeah, they should go around with an American flag, and anyone that flinches or cuff them right
Bro,
away.
I just don't
Take
get
their
that
ass out of
shit.
here.
I don't get that. I would never imagine going to my country in Romania and somebody burning the flag or doing anything like that disrespectful to our flag. So why
They'll
is it
beat
accepted?
you with shovels.
Bro, you'll get stomped out by a freaking gypsy. You feel me?
The gypsies are brutal.
Hell yeah.
You know-
2x4, bro.
Just saying, like, how is that even acceptable, bro?
Well, it's acceptable because they have rights.
Do you have rights? Yeah.
They
land
have
of the
rights.
free.
Yeah.
I wanna slap
It's
the shit out of them
acceptable
with their rights.
because we're in America, which is the land of the free, bro. We got free
That
speech.
should not be free.
You see what happens when you have too much freedom?
Yeah,
People
bro.
abuse the freedom,
People do abuse it.
and then you get retards like this with blue hair that cry about shit. That doesn't-
Here's a thing though, like who's behind all this? Because I'm hearing that there's funds from Soros coming in to fund a lot of these assholes who are getting Uber Eats to they're not working.
Damn.
They
Talking
got
about the,
they got it from somewhere, and they're saying that about I don't know how much, but I don't know how many millions of dollars. I don't know if it was UCLA, or Harvard that they got in funding from the Soros Foundation. So they're
Who's that?
funding.
That's the dirtbag from the World Economic Forum, or what?
George Soros, he's the one that the conspiracists talk about how he's the one behind all these, even the Black Lives Matter riots and Antifa, and supposedly he was funding a lot of this stuff.
Damn,
Bro, I bet you they're funding this kind of stuff to create some sort of like distraction for something else. It's funny, anytime there's some sort of like nonsense like this,
Civil
there's
unrest.
something else. Yeah, there's something else going on in the background. So they're feeding the flame over there, so you could just look over there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So what is it? What are they hiding?
Look at what this fool Patrick B. David brought up a good point. He said if you look back, that George Floyd thing, the big ass unrest and all that happened,
Yep.
that happened right before the election. And he said he looked back at the dates. It was in May, right around the same time.
damn.
There's been posts online, and these little assholes from the university are saying, if one death happens, one death, they're waiting for a cop to slip up and smoke somebody. So they're trying to push it
Damn
because
near.
then they have more rights to protest and burn shit down and all that. And they're trying to do it before the elections again. They need to get some distractions going on.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I think protesting is so dumb. There's so many other ways to get your message across, and I don't see what good can come from protesting, bro.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't understand it. But if you're burning protest,
Why do you think they block the freeways and shit? Because nobody listened to you just yelling on the side of the road. Oh,
yeah,
Joe Biden.
Honestly, I feel like you could get more done social media wise
Yeah.
than just going and standing around like a
But there's a
fucking
bunch of
idiot.
losers.
Yeah,
don't
but
nobody
then how
follow
are you
no
gonna
one.
block the freaking freeway and piss people off?
I just don't get it, bro.
Well,
Like,
why
I
do you
don't-
think they do all that shit? Because they don't get no attention.
Yeah, it's like a little kid that throws a fit. Nothing's happening, so then he goes and throws some shit on the ground. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just to piss people off.
The kid keeps, Dad, let me get, and then you don't pay attention to him. And then he throws them all over the floor.
Yeah,
throws
exactly.
himself, and then you gotta get up and whoop his ass.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah.
shit.
That's
So
the
they
problem.
need to get whooped. That's the moral
Yeah,
of
but
the
these
story.
fools this protests are like the kid that's on the floor bitching,
Yeah.
and the dad's looking at him, not whooping his ass.
Exactly. So whose fault is it?
Joe Biden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, what happened to you're supposed to take the traitors and interrogate them and punish them? What's going on? There's so many traitors out here. This wouldn't be happening.
Well,
in
there's
a
one
different
good
country.
thing. One good thing that I did see, which I was surprised to see this happening nowadays. But there was this, I don't know what this woman was. She was like I don't know if she was Muslim or whatever, but she went and threatened a city council. She went and threatened them like, "Oh, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna this. We're gonna do this to all that." They snatched her ass up, bro. And they gave her 17 felony counts, I guess, terrorist,
Hell yeah.
all that like crazy shit. This bitch is in the courtroom crying. "Eh." Like,
Good.
bitch, you deserve it. She was out here acting like a freaking piece of shit, Antifa, Black Lives Matter type shit. Like, this shit, how? So she came into the council room, threatened everybody, and they were like, okay, this is a terrorist threat now.
Yep.
So they took her bitch ass. Now she's facing 17 felonies.
Good.
Hell yeah. Throw away the key.
That makes me happy. I feel better.
Yeah,
now.
you deserve that shit. What you mean? You gonna come and threaten me? Freedom of speech until you threaten. So that's why all these people that threaten, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I get it. Freedom of speech, we can say things, but when you start to threaten me, right? If I'm like freedom of speech, I tell my opinion about things. But if I come to your house, I pull up and I'm like, I'm gonna come get you tonight. I'm gonna pull up at your house and smoke you. That's no more. That's not freedom of speech no more,
Yep.
boy.
Yeah, that's threats. That's
Like
crime.
you're allowed to say
Those
it,
are
but there's
fighting
gonna
words.
be some consequences. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we pull up with the shovels.
What happens with freedom of speech when you whistleblower?
Oh man, you end up
You
dead.
talking about snitch?
Tell them, bro.
Oh my God, you ain't heard about the second whistleblower?
What?
The Boeing?
Oh, Bowen?
Yes.
Let
the
me guess.
second
He got
whistleblower.
freaking hit with the shovel in his head accidentally or something.
No, damn near super mysterious, bro. He supposedly he was hella healthy. He lived an active lifestyle, and just recently, like I guess it was a couple of weeks back, he started having like he was hard of breathing, whatever.
Of course he did.
He went to the hospital, bro. The next thing you know, they got this fool on some crazy ass, like almost like dialysis, but not dialysis, where they're filtering his blood, putting air in it. Then they were about to chop off his hands and feet because he developed like pneumonia and then like some bacterial infection, bro. And then
You got everything you can possibly get.
everything, bro. They was gonna chop off his hands and feet, and then he just died before that. Like
That's
what?
not that's funny, but it's not funny,
It's
bro. That's
not.
wild.
It's crazy.
Well, the interesting thing is, bro, this is the second whistleblower that died, and apparently it's only been 2 months apart, like within 2 months.
Bro,
Stop blowing whistles, bro.
I,
Don't go against Boeing. Hey, Boeing, we love you.
yeah. We gonna buy your stocks. Don't
We
worry.
buying the stock. I already bought some stocks.
When they
honestly.
go back down,
It's a good
I'm
idea,
waiting.
I think.
No, I already bought some. I think I spent $3,000. Cause I sold all my like crypto bullshit.
I should have sold stupid Bitcoin. Piece of shit.
I told you I asked to sell it.
I went
and sold all my shit that was starting to profit because I was losing for like 3 years. It made me like one of them, bro. I only made $30. I was like, screw it, better than losing another 3 years of my life.
Yeah, get some in and out, huh?
I got me some Boeing, and I guarantee you Boeing's gonna blow up. Especially if we end up going to war, the war escalates.
Yeah.
Because they're providing
Hey,
a lot of.
did you hear
the
about
war? The war don't give a shit if the window flies off or the door. They're about to get smoked anyway. They ain't
That's
tripping.
true. Maybe we can buy one like hella cheap. We can have a plane.
Yeah, you can buy planes. In
Yeah,
I bet you.
Drake has one.
You don't remember in Ukraine they had like free tanks and shit chilling on the street.
Oh yeah, or we could have went
Them
to
ain't
Iraq.
free. We
coulda
paid
got some-
for those, bro.
We paid for them tanks,
Hell yeah. All the billions of dollars we
Yeah.
sent.
and now they're over there at the Hamas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this April
Hamas
you paid
picked them
for
up.
another one.
Bro, guaranteed.
Yeah, supposedly I don't know.
Some
Allegedly,
of the weapons and ammunition ended up over there, no?
allegedly,
Wow.
Allegedly.
some of the attacks that were coming from Hamas, they ended up coming from freaking with weapons that were provided by us to Ukraine.
Bro, it's a goddamn tragedy what's going on in America right now. Everybody's hurting. People are broke. Gas is expensive. Everything is expensive. Interest rates is up. But we're sending trillions of dollars
Good.
to all these other
Have you guys ever seen the
countries.
freaking?
Good. That's what you get for voting for Joe Biden.
Have you guys
piece
ever
of
seen
shit.
the U.S. debt calculator?
I've seen it before and it's sickening. How are we ever going to get out of this shit?
That's not Joe Biden's
Oh,
problem anymore.
Put this shit on
He's
the
about to
screen, bro,
die.
for everybody to see it. If you have never seen this, you got to see this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. The national
Hey, bro,
debt
why
right
is it
here.
moving?
Because we're going in debt as we speak. You
It's
see
a
that?
live
Wait.
counter.
What the hell is that?
Watch this shit
34
right
what?
here. Look at that. It
Like
just switched.
Brazilian?
It just switched $1 million while we were just looking at it. Look, it's that's the million mark where I'm looking at right there. We're basically within a few seconds of us having this conversation. We're going back. We're going $1 million in debt.
Hey, bro, who's
We're at
spending this type of
35
money?
trillions.
Oh my God.
Who the hell spent? Take Joe's freaking credit card, bro.
He's
What the
running
hell?
that shit, boy. Look, federal spending, 6 freaking billions right here. U.S. federal budget deficit. Okay, and look,
that
this is
billion or
the income.
trillion?
This is the income that we get. $14,000 per citizen. That's how much tax they get. This is all the taxes that go to us, payroll taxes,
This shit is crazy.
tariffs, estate, gift tax. They tag you on everything, bro. Like this whole thing is wild.
This
But
is
yeah,
ridiculous.
if you ever want to see what's going on and how much they milk you, this is where they get their money in this green part, right? The green ones is where they get their money. That's the money that comes out of taxpayers' money. The government doesn't make money. As you can see, they spend it. So every time you see a 35 billion, 90 billion, this is that. What usually happens is they grab the money, they print money and send it over to somebody, right? And then they take it back from us. So they keep running the credit card. We're in debt, and now they're making money from us. They got to pay that back. So until we get to pay enough taxes to pay all that back, we'll always be in debt.
And that's why they just hired a shitload more IRS employees so they
Try to
can
get some
audit
money
the
back.
fuck out of all of our
Hold on, bro.
Americans.
They take our money and they use our money to hire these piece of shit IRS agents
To get more
so
money
that
from
they can
us.
come back after us to get more money.
Yep.
It's
We're a bunch of
nasty cycle.
suckers.
Yeah.
The whole country, everybody, we're all suckers, bro. Why are we even paying taxes?
Look, bro, I think we need to pay taxes because otherwise we wouldn't have a military. We wouldn't have a lot of services. Those people do need to get paid. And right there, we got to have nice shit.
Yeah.
Right? But like we don't need to spend our money on dumb shit. And why the hell do we keep having to be saviors of the world and keep letting all them cousins borrow money from cousin Ukraine, cousin this, cousin that? Like,
Everyone and their mama.
Bro,
We're the
to-
piggy bank of the world, bro.
I don't know if you guys seen that meme online when the war started with Israel and then Iran was shooting back at them. They planned to shoot, whatever. There was missiles flying into Israel and there was missiles flying back from them, like shooting them down or whatever. So Iran was shooting missiles into Israel. Israel was shooting the missiles down.
The Iron Dome.
Okay? They were saying tax dollars, also tax dollars.
Yep.
Because Joe Biden gave Iran, I don't know how many hundreds of billions or some shit like that, to be cool,
To just back off and
to
chill.
be chill. Like this is before, not right now, but like a little while ago. So it's still our money. And
So we were funding both sides.
We're funding
so we're
both
like,
sides.
here's a couple bucks for everybody. All right, you guys fight.
yep, and I guess they spent billions of dollars on this, just that one attack. Even Americans were over there trying to, I guess, fight that or whatever, defend. So it's just wild, bro. The money is going out. It's crazy how much debt we got. And like you said, that here people are struggling. Bro, we have 360 million, let's say, people approximately in America. 360 million, right?
Yeah.
They're sending billions and billions. I'm curious to find out how many billions just freaking Ukraine got.
It's got to be in the 300-400 billies.
Bro,
Gotta
that
be.
means that if you have 300 to 400, let's say if they only gave them
I forgot they're still fighting.
if they gave them $400 billion, they're not even fighting. They're milking the cow right now.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's son is over there
It's
just
just
collecting it.
He's
freaking
smoking crack
front.
rocks in Ukraine. Like,
Yeah,
hey.
he's collecting.
Yeah, bro, but can you imagine they could have literally gave every American $1 billion?
Yep.
Or we just defund the government. Then they won't have money to do any of this shit. We should start a movement.
Civil war, baby.
Defund the government. You know how they used to defund the police?
Yep.
Defund the government.
Well, they
I don't
already-
even know if that would work. I don't think that would
They
work.
already
It
had
don't
issues
work.
with that.
Everybody,
You need a
follow
government.
me at defund
Well, bro,
the
you
government.
need somebody in charge. You feel me? Somebody got to take charge.
Yeah, but they got too much funding. What happens when you have too much money?
I think it just needs.
You spend it on stupid shit.
That's because, bro, people don't give a shit. Okay, so here I'm gonna tell you guys another thing, which I just found out recently. You guys know how they try to do pass the TikTok bill to ban TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who introduced the ban, it was a Republican from Texas, I think, who introduced the bill to ban TikTok. I think like a week or two before that, he put $150,000 worth of. He bought $150,000 worth of stock in Facebook. Okay, Facebook is hooked up with Instagram.
Insider trading.
They're estimating that about 40 to 60% of the TikTok users will go to Instagram if they shut down TikTok. As he got closer to the bill, he put another 150. Then he put more money. Towards the end, after the whole thing was going on, I think he's about $1.5 million in.
Damn.
Okay, the guy who introduced the bill. Okay,
Yeah,
is it
That's
not,
insider trading, right
is
there.
it not? Is
It's
it
so obvious.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna start to put money in this thing, and I'm gonna start to buy stock in it. I don't think you should be allowed to buy stock into a thing that is gonna benefit you if you pass the bill that you just passed. Like if I'm voting for the ban on TikTok, nobody should be allowed to buy stocks in any company that is opposing or like the opposite to TikTok.
Yeah. It goes
Honestly,
right
bro,
back.
if you're a senator or Congress or whatever you are, you shouldn't be able to invest in stocks like that. Period.
You
Yep.
should not.
And there was what's that one guy that was running for president? That I think is like Indian guy or whatever.
Vivek.
Yeah, he was the one that talked about it. He said that they need to pass a bill to stop anybody that's in Congress. First of all, have term limits, and then secondly, you're not allowed to make any stock purchases or trade any stocks if you're in that position. Because look at freaking Nancy Pelosi's bitch
But
ass.
you know why
Yeah.
they can't pass that bill and they'll probably never pass that?
Because the Congress has to.
Because they're the ones who have to make it
Exactly.
happen. And you think they're gonna do that when they're all in on it?
No, they're making billions
Bro,
on this
it's
shit.
like saying,
obviously.
hey, the cops need to make sure that the cops don't do no dumb shit. No. You know, when I was going to school, I was taking some criminal justice classes. They literally said that if a lot of times, if they catch a cop from their department with the DUI, they'll drive his ass home. They'll discipline him within the department. They will never actually charge him with nothing. So how could you, how would they pass a law that's going to hurt themselves?
Well, they have internal affairs, which is kind of like
Sure.
they audit them. I'm sure that they're not as strict, but at the same time, when it comes to congressmen and that level of power and money, anybody can be bought. So
Yeah.
that's tough.
It's been proven, bro. They're special interests. They take donations for campaigns and shit, and then they push little bills and
Yeah.
agendas for those people who donated.
But
Yeah, you come into Congress or as a president, right? You come in, supposedly you're making what, under 300 grand a
I think
year?
it's like 100 and something thousand.
Congress is low.
No, not Congress. I'm talking about
President?
the president.
Yeah, a couple
right?
hundred.
So a
250 or something?
250, right?
Somewhere in there,
And
yeah.
then all of a sudden, you worked as a president, and now all of a sudden you're a millionaire. You're making millions.
Well, look at the net worth.
How?
Obama versus
Obama, bruh.
when he got into office versus when he left.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wow.
How is that possible? You're supposed to be a servant to your country, right?
Well, that's what somebody
How are you
just said.
making billions of dollars?
Well, that's what. Hey,
I want to be a president too. Then shit.
Yeah.
that's what somebody just said. They said, "Bro, how did this guy who's working on the TikTok ban bill was able to rack up $1.5 million to put in the stock for Facebook when he's just a senator who gets $150K or whatever a year? Where did you rack up $1.5 million to? That's pocket change for you to throw it in a stock. You ain't nobody like, bro."
Nobody's
Even if it
investing.
ain't pocket
So you must
change.
be worth something. You feel me? Because you're not gonna put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. Even if it ain't pocket change, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even
That's
if he's
still a lot of
all
money.
in, how do you have that much?
And how are you so confident in putting that much money into it if you have no proof of outcome on the other side?
That's
so
the
now
real question.
That goes to that's damn near like right there. We should all probably put some money into the Facebook.
Defund the government. Follow me on Instagram. We're starting a movement.
defund everybody who bullshit.
Except for Bowen. Bowen, you guys are cool.
Yeah, you guys are cool,
I was
man.
like,
Oh yeah.
I love Bowen.
I love Bowen. Bowen's
Yeah,
the
and
shit.
don't snitch on Bowen. What they do to you?
Yeah, the best planes, I'm sure.
Bro,
They are
top
the
notch
best.
planes. Best warranties.
Oh, but well, you guys didn't even hear about the
Those don't
last.
fall off anymore.
Y'all didn't hear about the last Boeing thing.
What happened?
A plane took off and they had to come back and whatever emergency land because their little water slide fell out of the plane while they took off.
They have a water slide?
They have the when you jump in the water.
They
With the
got like
plane,
an inflatable slide.
The
yeah.
emergency slide? What
the
happened? to that?
emergency slide fell out of the freaking airplane while they were taking off, and it fell literally in the water and it washed off on the shore. And apparently, it washed off on the shore of the lawyer who's suing them right now in front of his own house. This fool ran up in there and took pictures and hella shit right in front of the lawyer that's suing them for the emergency door.
Okay,
thing
but
that
did it
fell
work?
off.
Did it
That was a
float?
warning, bro.
Did it
No,
float?
it just looked like
It was deflated
Deflated.
and shit. It was like, but that was a warning though. That was like, hey, bro,
Because I know
stop playing.
I know where you live. I'll
Stop
drop some
playing.
heavy next
they
time.
probably dropped out front of his house on purpose. So like, hey, we know where you live, boy.
They got a button where they just eject the freaking slide.
That translates to just stop playing. with
That
us.
lawyer must have some balls, because you gonna really like they just smoked 2 of them. You're gonna go missing, or not even missing. You're gonna.
You
get
better
sick.
keep that whistle under lock. Don't be bringing that shit out.
Don't bring
Don't
that
be
shit.
blowing it, bro. You can
Because
have
all
it
of
in
a
your pocket.
sudden he's gonna die from Ebola or some
So
shit.
you know why they have blow whistles? You know why they have whistleblowers and why they call them that?
Because they don't want to call them snitches.
So the whistleblower like rule thing came out, and with the name or whatever under whistleblowing, they have to protect you by law, right?
Yeah.
Against whatever. Supposedly, you're not allowed to be a whistleblower unless you've already exhausted all your options to bring up the concerns to the company or whoever you're working with, and they didn't do nothing about it, and then you become a whistleblower. That's why when you see FBI, there's a whistleblower in the FBI. He went to everybody and voiced their concern. They didn't do anything about it, so they have to come out as whistleblowers because there's nothing I can do. I've tried everything. They ain't paying attention. This is a big concern, so I'm coming out to snitch. That's how they came
That's
up
a pretty
with
funny word though.
Yeah.
It is.
Whistleblower. That's just a nice
that. Well,
word.
snitch
for
is like
snitch.
more derogatory.
Yeah, you little snitch.
Hey, that's professional. It's just a whistleblower.
Yeah.
It's like when you're snitching at work on somebody. This is whistleblowing.
Bro, 6ix9ine is just a whistleblower.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Well,
Gunna's
shout
a
out to
whistleblower.
everybody. Shout out to everybody watching. We got a lot of viewers in the last 30 days. Over 220,000 views, which I know is not a lot for some channels, but for us is a lot. And we got over 8,000 returning viewers. So shout out to everybody. And if you didn't already subscribe, and hit that subscribe button, man. And
Shout out
good
to
looking on watching.
shout out
Like-
to everybody that is joining the movement, defund the government.
And shout out to all the whistleblowers.
Shout out to
Hell yeah. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm
R.I.P.
saying?
Bowen
Keep
whistleblowers.
blowing them whistles, boy. But
Yeah.
watch your back.
no shout out for you blue haired retards
Yeah, no.
that voted for Biden. That's what you get. See, I told your ass.
Dumb retards.